Rock duos have made quite the name for themselves the past couple decades. From bands such as Local H, the White Stripes, all the way up to Royal Blood. But none of these bands have managed to capture the same ferocity as 68. Fronted by the legend himself, Josh Scogin, formerly of Norma Jean and The Chariot, this chaotic duo has managed to release two fantastic records. Their debut, In Humor and Sadness, and then the topic of today's review, Two Parts Viper. Two Parts Viper manages to improve upon what their debut lacked, and that being coherency. After seeing them live twice, once at Warped Tour and then once opening up for Norma Jean, as well as watching a lot of their live sets on YouTube, I can safely say that their setlist hasn't ever really changed that much. This is due to the lack of coherency that many of the songs have from In Humor and Sadness. If you don't believe me, then you can go back and watch the video I took of them at Warped Tour 2015. They only played 3 songs from their album. But what this new album offers us is nothing but coherency. I could honestly see this band being able to perform this entire album from front to back live. However, despite all this, it delivers everything one would want from a 68 record. Pummeling riffs that will have you headbanging until your neck breaks, followed by Josh's sassy lyrics that are delivered by some of the best harsh vocals out there today. Plus, some very, very heavy grunge influence on songs like Without Any Words and No Montage. And the freaking riffs on this thing. This is what 68 does best. This is what makes their live shows as memorable as they are. This is what's going to break your neck when you listen to them and then find out that you're not going to be able to resist headbanging. In my opinion, the best riffs come from these tracks. The opening track, Eventually We All Win. The second track, Whether Terrified or Unafraid. The fourth track, This Life is Old, New, Borrowed, and Used. This Life is Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue. I love that title so much. And the ninth track, and my personal favorite riff, Death is a Lottery. That's not to say that every other track is worth skipping, because that couldn't be farther from the truth. The song No Apologies, which I think could be a nod to their heavy Nirvana influence and their song All Apologies, has some of Scogin's best lyrical content yet, and a really badass spoken word segment towards the end. In the 7th and 8th tracks, both deliver some of the sludgiest riffs I've heard since Dope Throne by Electric Wizard. I highly recommend this album and this entire band's discography to anyone who's still looking for a more unknown band that rocks really freaking hard. Thank you for watching, and be sure to keep an eye out for my next video.